there are other things that I left out in the other video. I mean, the other stuff that was like the bare bones like refutation of socialism, but this is just like this other stuff. Like if you guys actually wanted to argue with me, this is like what you guys would be arguing about. This is like some of it. But Karl Marx said that rich like you basically like not like I think it wasn't I'm not really sure if it was an implication or like he directly said it, but like this is like what all the modern socialists follow and pretty much all the socialists. They all follow the Marxist doctrine in one way or another. Either they know they're doing it or they do it or they do it unknowingly. Fuck, I ran out of my soda. I don't have any more soda. Goddamn capitalists, man. Capitalist scum. It basically says, you know, there's a system, an entire country where everyone is completely unhappy. And sorry, someone messaged me on Steam and completely destroyed my train of thought. Basically, if they're taking advantage of the entire country with a crony capitalist system, it just wouldn't make sense. Like there would be revolts, all right. There would be weird socialist revolts just happening fucking everywhere because everyone would be just really pissed off, right? It's just a giant monopoly. You try to start your own business where you pay your workers properly. No, fuck you. They run you out of business because that's what they had to do. Because if they like that's what they would have to do. Because if they were to start their own business and not like if someone else were to start their own business and start paying their workers properly, they'd run so many other businesses out of business simply because those guys would flock to their thing and they would buy from there because the price of the products would they'd actually be going down simply because the workers would be making them properly and people would be buying them, right? So in comparison, like between this and that system works better than crony capitalism. It just does. Regular capitalism works better than crony capitalism. You exchange labor and materials in the product. Like the product is labor plus materials, and like the cost of keeping the person there, right? And basically, if they didn't act like a gang, it wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't, because happy workers produce good products. Unhappy workers do not produce good products. As if they don't have that little extra money to spend on fun stuff, which is actually just creating a brand new market of things for entertainment, like televisions and shit. Like those aren't utility. That's for relaxing. That's for having fun. Like the airsoft market. This is what people do in their free time, like other weekends when they aren't making enough money to pay for their house, to pay for their car, to pay for their kids' education, to pay for their kids' entertainment, to pay for their entertainment. That's what they're doing. That's the cost of living. And if they do pile up money, who fucking cares? We have this thing called the Federal Reserve. I mean, I don't think it should be there because nobody's piling up money, but people should be buying simply because money has less worth over time. So if you were to stockpile money, it's not gonna matter because if you just work in the future, right? Not work in the future. Like if you were to buy your product for the current amount of money you have now, and adjust for inflation, that product will be worth more. So then you could just sell it for more money, right? You could stay at like a constant thing, and it's a liquidation. And they have to tax you for liquidation because people can make a lot of money from that. It's not really a market kind of thing. It's just, oh look, I'm just buying and selling these stupid things. Not these stupid things. That's badly worded. I don't know how that would work. I don't. That someone please challenge me on that. But and I know I'm going to be told that capitalism is something that just oppresses people, right? Like that's like the basic thing people say, you know, like they just go, it's oppressing people, the blacks and the Hispanic Native Americans, that stuff. I know, I'm familiar with it. You could start making it up now, like you could just pull it out your ass. like basically predict what they're going to say, you know. Like if they haven't said something already, like you could just be like, oh, this is exactly what it's gonna be, or something based like this or something else. Like that's how it's been. But the thing is, you then ask them for proof, right? And they're like, hey, it's not my job to prove it. And do you know what you say to that? Well, I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's well, you should be proving, because that'd be helping the fuck out of your movement. If you could actually get like statistics and like 80% of people are being taken advantage by their employers, and like here's the 10,000 recordings, because that's a sample of the population, 10,000, 100,000 recordings of people in this single area being taken advantage of by their weird fucking piece of shit employers, which somehow got to the top, even though they could have been run out of business because of, you know, the aforementioned whatchamacallit that I was talking about beforehand with words and sentences. And we just get that, like, all these people in New York, and you have to like verify each one, like they have to get fucking recording, and it has to be like something that's actually happening, you know. Like you have to get the actual person, the actual employer, like his fucking name. You have to get a real picture of him, like from his business, with like the street and everything. Like it's all verified, not just some bullshit someone fucking made up. Like it has to exist. Because I know they're gonna start making stuff up because like, oh, it's for the party. I get it, but it'd be better. It'd be better because that stuff's gonna be found out. It just is. It'd be better if you had it just be really honest, right? Because you'd actually know, you know. And the reason they're gonna say, "Oh, it's not my job," is because my job to like prove this stuff to you is because like it's like, oh, I just don't care about proving it to you, you know. But it's not for me. I want it to be proven for everyone. If you guys are right, I will be on board with you. If you're completely correct on all of these things, I will be completely on board with you. I'm pretty sure employers do discriminate based on like how assertive a person is or their body weight. Is like fat people tend to like not be assertive, right? And yeah, I'm serious. They just do. They have body issues, not body issues. They have body image issues, and that's like the reason why they're just really not assertive. They don't feel like a person. You know, it fucking sucks. All I say is just channel that into working out. You know, it works. Don't take those stupid experimental drugs. Just do it. Just go to the gym. Do it. Yeah, get the muscles. You know. And you'll basically be fit like before you start losing the weight. Like you can like run like miles and shit while still weighing like 270 and being like 5'8". You just gotta have the muscle underneath that to actually properly do it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's proof for that stuff going on and things. All I know is I've had overweight family members, and they've been taken advantage by employers just because they were fat. So like they weren't like granted raises and stuff, and they were paid less than everyone else. But you know, things.